could not believe. How could I be pregnant? I'd just gotten off the pill. John had been here, like a month or maybe 3 weeks and almost a month. How could I be pregnant? I'd read somewhere that it takes some people even years to get pregnant after being on the pill. So I wondered, how could I be pregnant? But of course, my husband was just jumping around in excitement, and I kept wondering, how was I going to go through school? How was I going to manage with a pregnancy in school? But John kept saying everything was going to be okay. Everything was just going to be perfect. I had a few months to go, so I didn't have to worry about it. If he had to take leave from work and stay with me for the few months that I was abroad studying to take care of me, he would do that. I didn't know how to feel. It was fear. Then it was excitement of the thought of being pregnant. Then it was feeling betrayed by this pill, like how could I be pregnant? I just gotten off the pill a few weeks ago. How could I be pregnant? It was just something that was surreal. I could not explain it. Over the weeks, I got to slowly accept what had happened to me. Of course, John kept making everything seem a lot easier. I was slowly getting into this place of being pregnant and being a mother in a few months. So it wasn't something that the pregnancy wasn't as hard as I'd imagined it would be. For most people I'd had in the first trimester, so many things went wrong. We'll be throwing up, we'll be sick, and all those things. But for me, it was mostly just fatigue and sleepiness, and that's mostly what I felt. But John was there to take care of me, and whenever I'd go to class and feel unwell, I'd come back to my room and check on with my classmates to see what they had done, and they were very helpful to me. Lucas kept texting me on Facebook, kept texting me, trying to call me, but I never picked up his calls. I never responded, and he grew very desperate, saying all kinds of things to me that were not very nice, but I knew it was because of my silence and how I'd ignored him over the months. Anyway, to cut the whole long story short, I finished my course and went back home. I was due in a few months, maybe 2 months, when I got back home. 2 or 3 months, about there. I can't even remember. I was due in 3 or 4 months. I went back home. John was home. My mom was home. Irene was home. Everyone was ecstatic. I'd finished this course. I was pregnant. My marriage was perfect. My husband was happy. Everyone was just excited to see me back home, happy and healthy and pregnant and about to be a mother. So a few months later, as you know, it was like one of those days at home. John and I are sitting at home and just having a nice time, and I felt a very sharp pain in my tummy, and then I felt some liquid go through my thighs, and I thought, oh my god, maybe that could be my water that had broken. And it was. I was in labor and I was ready to give birth. John rushed me to hospital, called my mom, called his mom, called my parents, called Irene, called my, I don't know, everyone else. He thought he needed to know that I was in labor, and everyone was in hospital waiting with me. So in the labor room was John and his mother. My parents were not there, were not able to get there on time. I went into labor and started to give birth and started to push. And when I finally pushed, they said it was a baby boy. The doctor was ecstatic. But when I looked up on the faces of John and his mother, I saw shock. I saw disgust. I wondered why they looked at me that way. But when the doctor gave me my child, I was shocked.